Hello everyone. My name is Jerry. Today we are going to talk about selection sort in C++. So so I have two files. One is a .hpp file and one is .cpp file. First, maybe let us declare the class first. So let's declare class. For now, we just put all the variables inside as public. So we declare a size variable and declare integer array pointer. And now we are going to declare a constructor, which is the same name as the class name, and the constructor. And after that, we are going to declare initialize array function, and okay, maybe let's add another constructor, and we are declaring a print array function, and selection sort function, and we're declaring a swap function used in the sort. So here we are going to have two parameters, input parameters. Oh, and the initialize array will be integer pointer array. Yep. And yeah, so here we are going to declare main sort yt sort main. Okay. So until here we are finished declaring the class and the functions in the class that we are going to use. So let's proceed with writing the actual code into the functions that we declare in the HPP file. Yep. So we set the size default as 0 and set the array default as null. And after that, we are going to set the size of the array function, the constructor. So which take in size integer, and set this dot size equals to size. This dot array would still be now. Yep, and let's declare a deconstructor, and yeah, so leave it as empty for now. Oh, okay. And yeah, so now we are going to write the initialize array function. Okay, and yeah, setting the ARR equals to array. Yeah, so this function is done, and we are going to print the arrays that we are going to manipulate. So print, okay, and for loop int equals to 0, I smaller than size. Maybe let's take it this dot size. Yeah, I plus plus. So we will see out this dot arri. Put it space to separate them, or maybe a dash. Yeah. Then after that, going to see out, create a new line. Okay. After that, we are doing the sorts type selection. Maybe we go for the swap first. Yep. So actually, the input parameter is the two items in the array that we are going to sort. So yeah, so let's create a temp variable, and temp is equals to a equals to b equals to temp. With this, we can swap their positions. And now, finally, we are going for our selection sort logarithms. So, yep, selection sort. And we are declaring ij. And so going to validate if this array is less than 1, then actually we do not need to swap. We do not need to sort. So this dot size is less than or equals to 1. Return. Yeah, so we do not need to sort this, and now we are going to write a for loop. I equals to 0, I smaller sorry, smaller than this dot size, minus 1, and I++. Okay, so first we are going to declare an indexed variable and set it equals to I, which is the position of the array items. And now we are going to write our second inner for loop. J is equals to I plus 1. J is smaller than this dot size, and J++. So we can add our validations. If the current items in our second loop is smaller than the item position in the first loop, which is indexed, then indexed would be equals to J. Okay, and we add our another validation. So if the indexed is equals to I in the end after the second loop, then we will just continue. Else if it is not continue, then we are going to implement selection swap here. So in the first parameter, this would be ARR's I position, and the second parameter would be ARR index position. Okay, and after that we are going to print the array, and this is actually an extra step to print the arrays step by step of how the sorting algorithm works. Yes. Okay, so with this our selection sort is done, and now we are going to write the test function. Okay, so let me declare a function here. Selection sort test. Okay, so here we are going to write selection sort test. Okay, and here we will see out start of program selection sort. And array, we will declare array first. So array list, and we set the array length to be 8. So we will have 8 items inside this array. Maybe let's just 8, 7, 6, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. And now we are going to declare a class object. So sort type selection sort objects, and we are going to pass 8 as the size of the array. Yeah, so now let's initialize the array inside the class. So pass the array list inside, and let's print maybe cout first. Yeah, so cout the initial array, the initial array. Okay, and cout line, and now we are going to print the initial array with the print array function in our class object. So selection sort print array, and this will display the initial array, and we are going to sort it using our sort function. And after that we are going to cout the sorted array, cout and line. Yeah, and so with this we are going to print again. Print again the arrays that are sorted. Yeah, so with this we can run the yeah, so let's just declare a sort of main function here to pass it to our main file to run. Yeah, so yt sort main selection sort test. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so we are running this. Okay, so let's run the process. Oh, wait. Okay, let's run it again. So with the code, we can see that the initial array is 8, 7, 6, 5, blah blah to 1, and in the selection sort, the first loop of I is 8. So it will take this item the first item inside the array and let it compare. Yes. And then let it compare with the other arrays. I mean, the other items inside the arrays. Okay. And so if the current array position is smaller than indexed, and we will pass the current position to indexed. So if the index is actually equals to the current position in the first loop, and so we will just continue because we do not need to sort, as the current position in the first loop is actually the smallest. Yes. And if it is not equals to the current position, for example in the first loop, right? In this case, index is equals to j in the array, which means it's equals to this, because this one, after loop 1 run, this one is the smallest. So the position here would be indexed, and so it's not equals to the current position, which is the first 1, 8. So in this case, we are doing a swap here. So we are going to input two parameters. One is the position of the first loop, position of the array item in the first loop is this one, and this one is the smallest item in the second loop, so it's this one, and we are going to swap using selection swap function. So you can see that with the first round of looping, 1 is here and 8 is here, so they swapped their position. And so for the line after that is it will go after swap after calculate out the smallest and place it into the first position of the array. And now we are going to validate the second item, whether is this the smallest smallest item in the rest of the array. So as we can see that 7 is apparently not the smallest in the rest of the array, so the smallest is actually 2, right? So we can swap between 2 and 7, and for the third round, we are checking whether 6 is the smallest, and apparently it's not, so it will swap with 3, and 5 is bigger than 4, so it will swap 4 with 5. Yes, so that will result to our sorted array, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yes, that's pretty much about it on the selection sort. So yeah, so if you this is sort array in descending order with selection sort. So if you want to sort it in descending order, just change the sign from smaller than to bigger than at line 51. This one is the validation whether to swap or not. So let's rewrite our arrays to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so after sorted they will be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's run it again. Okay, so you can see that our initial array is 1 to 8 and our sorted array is 8 to 1. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say in this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.